Well, the U.S. is sending fewer and fewer college students to study in China, and that could make it tough to train the next generation of diplomats. Before the pandemic, thousands of American students went to China to study each year and vice versa. But China's zero COVID policy, combined with diplomatic breakdowns over Taiwan, the South China Sea, and Ukraine, have caused those opportunities to almost dry up. NBC News foreign correspondent Janis Mackey Frayer joins us now from Beijing with more on this. Good morning, Janis.
Stephen, it's a sort of collateral damage of the pandemic and tense U.S.-China relations. This staggering drop in the number of American students coming to China to study, and the impact of that will be lasting.
Around the world, colleges and universities were seriously affected by the pandemic. But here in China, the impact has lingered. Universities, including American schools that have campuses here, are open as usual. But the number of Americans attending them has plummeted. A decade ago, there were nearly 15,000 U.S. students in China. Today, there are only 350. Those numbers from the State Department. It's like a 98% drop. And it's a problem that won't be easily fixed, according to the U.S. ambassador here.
American universities couldn't run their summer study programs. They couldn't run their junior year in China programs. And so it all just dried up. We need to have the next generation of China experts for our entire government. They come out of these universities. But frankly, we're going to need some help from the Chinese government. They're going to have to give the visas and create the atmosphere that would be receptive to American students coming back.
It wasn't just the pandemic or China's zero COVID rules keeping American students away. U.S.-China relations have hit a unique low in recent years, and the tension has trickled down to student and scholar exchanges, which had long sort of greased the geopolitics. At NYU Shanghai, it's meant a dramatic change in the landscape, since the campus was the first American university to establish here back in 2012.
There are fewer Americans. In terms of enrollment, it's tough for me to say. There are fewer due to the inability to get back, or maybe the hesitance to come back due to the situation on the ground here.
What is the long-term impact?
I think just one of the benefits of being here is being somewhat of a soft, informal diplomat of the country and the culture, and not having actual Americans having that experience and being able to go back and testify and speak to their communities about what actually happens is a huge loss.
Now, to be clear, the number of American students here was in decline even before the pandemic, which gutted study abroad programs everywhere. Figures from the State Department and the Institute of International Education show that hundreds of thousands of Americans just stopped going to Japan, the UK, and other countries to study. The number of Chinese students going to the U.S. has slipped too, but only slightly, down 15% from 2 years ago to roughly 300,000. International students are a huge revenue source for U.S. schools. In 2018, Chinese students contributed $15 billion to the economy, according to the Commerce Department. The challenge with China, it could take years for U.S. student numbers to bounce back. The country only just reopened to tourism in March, and the mood here has, well, shifted. Megan C. started at NYU Shanghai 4 years ago. Despite all the headwinds, she wants to graduate this year, so she came back from Maryland.
I think there are obvious benefits of being exposed to a place that, clearly has a lot of importance in the U.S. in terms of U.S. foreign policy and U.S.-China relations.
In any difficult, challenging relationship, and that's what we have with China, right? A relationship really based on competition globally. You need ballast in the relationship, and people are the ballast. You want the two countries, people to be talking to each other, and 20-year-olds probably do that best, and they achieve a degree of familiarity and expertise in a country that is lifelong.
For Chinese students, there are a lot of factors at play, too, in choosing where they want to study abroad. And increasingly, the numbers show they're giving the U.S. some second thoughts. Stephen?
Yeah, Janis, actually very curious about that. The other side of this, did any of those students that you talked to say how their Chinese counterparts are feeling about coming to study in the U.S.?
Well, the U.S. is still a popular choice for Chinese students, but anecdotally, we were talking with young people, and in particular their parents, and they have views that are changing on the U.S. because their parents are watching the news, and they see that there's gun violence, there's a rise in anti-Asian attacks, the politics are at play here, and there's also the cost factor of going to the U.S. and paying those full international tuition rates. So there is a downward trend as well among Chinese students going to the U.S. Increasingly, they're looking at the UK, Canada, and Australia. That said, Stephen, having an American education still holds a lot of prestige. For most Chinese students, they're looking at perfecting their English and also their employability when they finish school and come back to China. Stephen?
So many implications to consider. Janis, thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.